Hey guys, so I wanted to take a second to do a homework problem. And so in this question, I've got the equation negative 7x minus 3y equals negative 21. And from here, it says that it wants me to find the x and y intercepts and then use that to graph. And so the first thing that we're going to do is find the x and y intercepts, the points, and then we're going to put those on the graph. And so if you remember, I've also got a little cheat off to the right. The x-intercept, you're going to set y equal to 0. And so when I'm looking for the x-intercepts, I'm going to copy down my equation. And then setting y equal to 0 means that where there was a y, I'm going to replace with a 0. And so I've got this. Now, anything times 0 is 0, and so that whole term is going to go away to 0 because negative 7x plus 0 or negative 7x minus 0 is still going to be negative 7x equals negative 21. That's why over in parentheses I say that you just cover up y, because what I'm going to end up doing when I set that thing equal to 0, that whole term goes away. And so that's going to give me a little bit of a shortcut to go straight to that part. Now from here, I'm just going to solve this for x. Divide by negative 7, divide by negative 7, and get x equals positive 3. And so that point, which I've got a little hint over there, the actual point is going to be x equals 3. So the 3 is going in the first spot because that's always my x. And then the y is going to be 0 because I set y equal to 0. So y is always going to be 0 for those. Okay? To find the y-intercept, I'm going to write down my equation again. I just recommend doing this because I've seen some problems with losing negative signs for students that try to take a shorter shortcut. So just go ahead and write the equation down again. It's not going to take but, a couple seconds. Y-intercept says let x equal 0 or cover up the x term. Now be very careful. Don't cover up that negative 3 because the negative goes with the y. And so when I rewrite that down, I'm going to have negative 3y equals negative 21. Solve this, divide by negative 3, and get y equals 7. But the point is going to be the point 0, 7, because y is going to go in the y spot, or 7, and then always going to be x equals 0 for my y-intercepts. Now, the reason I picked this problem to do a homework, picked this problem to do a video on, is because I see students get flipped around. Because be very careful, Hawks list the y-intercept first. And so on the left hand of my screen, if you're not paying attention, it says y-intercept, x-intercept. And so you have to type them in reverse. And so the y-intercept is this one right here, 0, 7. So I'm going to type that in. The x-intercept is going to be this one, 3, 0. And then notice, I don't know why it's not letting me, but notice, there we go. It automatically has made the line for me. Once I type in those 2 points, it automatically creates that line, and then you would just go ahead and submit it from there.